Welcome back to the Butterflies podcast, where I get a yap for at least 5 minutes about my OCs and their universe. Episode 4, Junie and Lucy. If you remember last episode, Mel from Mel's Music Minute chose who I'd talk about next, and that just happened to be Junie and Lucy. Well, technically she chose Lucy, but might as well talk about Junie while I'm at it. And since the episode is named Sister Witches, you can tell that they are witches. For the most part, Junie and Lucy are pretty well connected. Sure, they argue like sisters do, but despite that, they also get along a lot. Even when there was about 6 years where Junie lacked communication with her sister for the most part, Junie and Lucy would still have contact and be pretty close, especially once they moved back in with each other. Living together in a giant house. How did they have the money? Only God knows. They're lovers, or their love history. Let's talk about Junie, because it's just gonna be easier to get her out of the way, get the heavy bit out. Junie probably has the most complicated love history for any of the characters in this series. Again, not too complicated, but complicated enough. Originally, she was dating Austin. They were in college, and once they got out of college, they got married. However, things just weren't working out at the time, and so they divorced pretty peacefully. Shortly then after, Tyler quickly got into the relationship and quickly married Junie before she even knew she was pregnant. Yeah. Years later, Junie and Tyler would divorce, and then a few years after that, Junie and Austin would get back into contact, go back to dating, and eventually remarry. This time, things work out. Lucy's love history is rather short. For the most part, she doesn't really have many romantic partners. She probably had a lot in high school and college, but the one that she ended up marrying was Emma. Yep, Lucy and Emma together. They're family. Obviously, they have each other as sisters. Junie adopts Len, is the biological mother to Jamie, and all around, while Lucy adopts Percy, and boom, that's her kid. Along with that, they have obviously their parents, but they're never really mentioned in the books. But who is mentioned is Junie and Lucy's grandfather, Vincent. Aurora's also mentioned, but she's only mentioned. We don't get to see her on screen, well, on paper, due to the fact that she's long gone by the time Jamie is born. Their powers. This might be a shorter section. Yeah, they can cast spells just like any other spellcaster in the series. The main which being energy blasts, which is their form of attack. Now this can vary in form of like a long beam of an attack or like repetitive blasts. I don't know, there's probably some word for it. Their jobs. For Junie, I don't have a set job for her, but it does vary between working at work, like being in an office, to being able to work at home some days. Lucy ends up getting a job at Jamie's old elementary school. She works with the 5th grade students and other info. There are some nicknames that Junie and Lucy have. On Junie's side, there's Junes, Junie, June, and Junebug. I counted Junie in that as her real name is Juliet. Lucy's nicknames are Lucy and Lulu. Lulu being from Junie. I counted Lucy as well, as Lucy's real name is Lucina. Both Junie and Lucy are first-generation immigrants from Mexico.
The term first generation may refer either to a person who has immigrated to a new country and been naturalized, or to the children of such an immigrant.
That makes Jamie second generation, and Len is at least second generation. No one knows exactly for sure. With this causes them to know both English and Spanish. However, when Jamie got an autism diagnosis, Junie and Lucy both picked up ASL as just in case precaution. Junie is an introvert while Lucy is an extrovert. For the most part, they are pretty well put together. They both get along a lot with their family and each other, even if someone, Lucy, is the sassy Rhinan who's like picking favorites at the family reunion. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to get my phone. Because how I decided to end this episode, this rather short episode that is by spinning a wheel and seeing who I talk about next. And it looks like we are talking about Len next episode. Alright, that gives me time. So next episode will be about Len, and hopefully will be longer than this. You'd think talking about true characters would mean I talk for longer, but I guess not. Anyway, till then, I'm signing off.